The mythical story of the children of Lear begins in an age when Ireland was alive with gods, when the Tuatha De Danann still ruled the land with magic, and the hills themselves whispered with power. Lear was a mighty lord among the Tuatha, proud and noble. He loved his wife, Oiv, with a devotion as deep as the sea. From their union came 4 children, Fionnuala, the eldest and wisest, Au, brave and fiery, and the twins, Fiachra and Con, gentle as the dawn. The children of Lear were the light of his hall, laughter ringing like music, joy filling the very air. But happiness is fragile, and joy too often stirs jealousy. For Eoiv, their mother, grew ill and died, and Lear was left broken, drowning in sorrow. To heal his grief, the king of the Tuatha, Bod Dearg, gave Lear another wife, Aiaf, sister of the first. At first, Aiaf seemed kind, but in her heart, envy festered. She saw how Lear cherished his children, how every smile, every kiss, every glance was for them, and her heart grew cold with bitterness. Day by day, her love soured into hatred, until at last she conceived a plan cruel enough to wound the gods themselves. She pretended affection, inviting the children on a journey in her chariot. They trusted her, innocent and bright, never dreaming of betrayal. She drove them to the shores of Loch Derivara, where the waters shimmered like polished glass. There, with words twisted in dark magic, she raised her druid's wand. A wind howled, the sky darkened, and before the children could cry out, their forms were torn away. Feathers burst where skin had been, wings spread where arms had reached. The children of Lear were transformed into swans, their voices still human but their bodies bound in white plumage. Fionnuala, with a heart of courage, spoke through her sorrow. "What have you done to us, Aif?" And the stepmother answered with a voice like iron, "I have cursed you. For 900 years you will wander as swans, 300 years upon this lake, 300 upon the stormy Strait of Moyle, and 300 more upon the western seas. Only when a woman of the south weds a man of the north, and you hear the sound of a bell, will the spell be broken." But even Aiaf, cruel as she was, could not take their voices. She left them that one gift, so that their sorrowful songs might be heard. When Lear learned of the treachery, his heart was shattered. He came to the lake, and there he saw the swans glide across the water. They called to him in voices still sweet and sorrowful, and he wept, powerless to undo the curse. The Tuatha, too, came in grief, but even their greatest druids could not break the enchantment. So they made the lake a place of gathering, where the swan's song could be heard, their music so haunting that warriors laid down their arms and the grieving found solace. 300 years passed upon Loch Derivara, until the swans were driven by the curse to the Strait of Moyle, between Ireland and Scotland. There, the waters were cruel, the winds merciless. Storms beat their wings, waves tore at their feathers, and ice bound their bodies in winter's grip. Yet through it all, Fionnuala sheltered her brothers beneath her wings, her love stronger than despair. Their song became one of endurance, a melody of sorrow carried by the waves. At last, they came to their final exile, the western seas, where they drifted in loneliness, far from kin, far from home. The world changed as centuries rolled by. The Tuatha faded, driven into the seedy, the hollow hills. Mortals came, new kingdoms rose, new faiths spread across the land. Still, the swans endured, bound to their fate, their song echoing across ages. And then, one dawn, they heard it, the tolling of a bell. Soft and clear, it rang across the air, a sound of a faith new to Ireland, the call of Christianity. Drawn by its chime, the swans came to a holy man, Saint Calmhog, who dwelt by the shore. He marveled at their sorrow, and when he touched them with the sign of the cross, the curse was broken. The swans' feathers fell away, and the children of Lear stood once more in human form, but not as the bright, laughing youths they had been. 900 years had passed, and their bodies were aged, frail with the weight of time. Fionnuala turned to the saint and said, "Baptize us quickly, for our time is short." And so he did. And no sooner had the water touched their brows than they sank into death, their souls at peace at last. The people mourned, for their song was gone. But their memory remained. The lakes, the straits, the seas each held the echo of their voices. And even now, when a swan glides across still water, white against the dawn, some say it is the spirit of Lear's children, a reminder that love endures even the darkest curse.